Yeah, go on then.
No.
To be fair, I haven't made this for ages. Is it 170 grams of cheese?
It is, yeah. I made the MKD last week, didn't I? But that was...
Yeah, 170 cheese, 30 cream cheese, and 70 ground almonds. I'm going to start those cooking in a minute as well because I'm going to wrap them partially cooked. But I'm not going to cook. I'm not going to wrap them all. So I can do them in there. Just to preheat that. Oops. Afternoon, folks. What was I looking for? Oh, ground almonds. Afternoon, Kathy. How you doing? No, I know it. I know it now. It's fine. It's just those measurements. Hello, Melanie. How are you doing? Bear with me. It's been a long day so far. I've had to strip the entire front room of the house because it's being new floor, plaster work, blah, blah, blah. Hi, Jane. Where have you been? Because we haven't been anywhere. Good afternoon, Sandra. So, this is Fathead. Pretty much Fathead is one of the first things I think most people, when they go keto low carb, head towards, don't they?
It's definitely one of the first things we did.
Because, excuse me, I've got really bad hay fever this afternoon. Because who doesn't enjoy a pizza? However, it's not just a pizza. So I'm going to do it 3 ways. Same base, so same pizza base. I'm going to make a double batch at the same time, and then I'm going to break it into 4 portions because each batch, a single batch, which is 170 grams of cheese, 30 grams of cream cheese, or we're using creme fraiche today, and 70 grams of almonds. Each one is 2 portions. So I'm going to make 4 portions worth, and I'm going to do, well, I'm going to do 3 different things, but I'm trying to think, what could I do with the 4th different thing? Pizza, calzone, sausage roll. What's the 4th thing I can do?
We have done dough balls.
We have done dough balls. There you go. I'll do some dough balls.
Oh, there's some chorizo.
Yes, there is. Right. Okay. So there you go. So 4 things.
Dough balls with the sour cream and chive.
Okay. 4 things from, you're in the camera shot.
Oh, sorry.
That's poor camera work.
I normally am. So I'm just on the wrong side because you blocked my pathway.
Yeah, because if the entire front room is now in front of the camera and round to the side of the camera here. The entire contents. I mean, there's 5 bread trays full of books. There's cabinets with all the cables and the TV and all that sort of stuff. So it might look like, well, actually, no, it looks a mess behind me as well. Yeah, 4 things from the same recipe, 4 different things, because things like calzone make for great pat lunches. Even the pizza, to be fair, quite honestly. Well, I'm the assistant, Jason. That's the problem. Yeah. I'm the assistant. Yeah. Yeah. I know where my level is, mate. Yeah, dough balls, perfect. You know, again, something to sort of take out. And the sausage rolls, that's what we used to sort of make for Louis when he used to go to school. And, you know, again, great little snack. So I'm going to get various things on the go. So I picked up these sausages from Asda earlier in the week. We haven't used them. These are their what they class as their extra special classic sausages. Hello, West London Gardener. They're not clean, so they're okay. They're okay, but they're not clean. I'm going to part cook some of them to make them into sausages, and then I'll continue to cook the rest because Louis will just have them during the week. I just wanted to get rid of them. And at the same time, I'm going to be warming up the Ninja grill for the pizza. Right, that'll do. So just stuck them on bake for now. Just get them started.
Here's the question: are you doing Fathead or MKD?
Oh.
Actually, here's another question: do we have enough eggs? You might have to do some MKD.
Oh my God! Where have all the eggs gone?
How many bread loaves have you been making recently?
I've just been to.
So do one portion of Fathead and do one portion of MKD.
Never do.
Have to do a Michelle recipe. Oh no.
Right. Okay. So disaster has struck, folks. That's where we are with our eggs. Yeah. I'm completely misjudged the farmers market eggs. We ran out of those a couple of days ago. Got a couple of trays of large eggs from Aldi, and we're now out because we have been doing quite a bit of product test recipe development past couple of days. Hi Trudy, how you doing? We've got plenty of you in Wales, plenty of you. So I am now going to have to do this as two separate recipes, because recipe 1, Fathead, includes egg. Recipe 2, Michelle's keto dough.
You might need to do a bit of an explanation about this.
We
can't go through the
right,
history
okay.
Of your...
The problem is, I don't know why she missed the egg out. Was this a mistake? And then she went, oh, I've just created something.
No, she just got fed up with mixing the egg in, so
right.
left it out and found out it went really nice and
okay,
crispy.
so we'll use that. We'll use the MKD for the sausage rolls.
And yeah, I've done that, and it would work over the calzone as well.
Okay, all right.
You'll get more filling in.
All right, okay, all right. All right, so two separate loads. And all right, I suppose it shows you that you can do it without the egg. I think my preference has always been with the egg, but that might just be me sort of, not wanting to admit Michelle's recipe is better than mine.
If you like a crispy pizza base, then MKD is the way to go. But if you like a bit more
doughy bread, yeah, like
for the dough balls, you've got to have the egg in.
Yeah.
It helps.
Ah, blimey.
Do you want to explain about the grated cheese?
Okay, so we're using grated mozzarella. This does contain, in fact, I have just about got enough, haven't I, for 2 portions. This will contain some carbs. Depending on where you get it from, depends on the carb level. They are not the same. So this is Asda, and I keep saying this week. Asda's is quite good. After slating the shop, it's 2.4 grams of carbs, which is half the Aldi. So you've got fewer carbs. Yes, it's per 100 grams. So when you're using it and to make something like the pizza, it will add a couple of grams to the whole recipe. And you can get lower than 2.4, and you can go and get sort of like the pizza blocks and grate it yourself, and that's pretty much 0. I'm gonna have to get on with this because otherwise the scales are going to turn off. So I need 170, don't I? Mm-hmm. Jason, you wouldn't have tuned in for anything other than chaos. So 170, 70. Yep. It has been a while since I've done this, honestly. 70 grams of ground almonds. You can swap the almonds for milled golden linseed.
Actually, we've not tried it with our linseed yet.
We haven't. Shall I try the other one without linseed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 70 grams of linseed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the egg goes in after that. Oh, really, I'm struggling with my sort of like what I'm doing. I'll get there. Don't worry. Now, it's normally 30 grams of cream cheese. Again, we only had little bits left in, so I'm going to use creme fraiche instead. It's still really thick, and it helps sort of just make into a nice, what was that, 240? Yeah, there you go. Bang on, 30. Right, that's going to go into the microwave. You can see the 3 ingredients there: grated cheese, creme fraiche, and ground almonds. Give it a bit of a shake. Stick it in the microwave for about a minute. No, they were just in there. So I was doing some little development earlier, just testing out different types of crispy coating to go on chicken thighs, and actually you can see which one's best. This one, it's just for some blends that we're working on. This one's definitely worked out the best. They're still nice, but they're not quite as crispy. So they've been cooled down for a little while. But I am going to have to put them there, and we'll cover them over. So that's sort of snacks, lunch, breakfast, whatever tomorrow and the day after. Right, let's get another bowl. No wonder the dishwasher's struggling at the moment. It goes on about 17 times a day. So, 1 minute in the microwave. Nothing looks like it's changed. However, if you give it a stir, you can see it starts to form a dough. Not quite ready yet. Give it another 30 seconds. But you can see how it's going to work as a dough. So, there you go. Depends on your microwave. Mine's only going to take 1 more 30-second hit. It might end up taking 2. You want it melted. You don't want to overcook it. So we're adding egg into this one, yes? That one's going to have the egg, yeah? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to start preparing the other one, which is the same 3 ingredients. We're just obviously not going to add the egg to this one. I'm 5 grams short. It's not going to make a huge difference. Okay, so there we go. So 30 seconds more. It doesn't change until you start to manipulate it. There we go. It's definitely... Look at that. Right. Just let it cool for a few minutes before you try and get the egg into it. So I'm just going to let it sit there for a couple of minutes. So, same as 30 grams. There we go. And we're going to use the golden linseed. So this is a straight swap. If you want it as a nut-free version, then milled golden linseed is your best option. It's actually my preferred version as well, rather than the ground almonds. Didn't cut far enough down. So this is our, blimey, that's been sealed all the way down. This is our golden linseed, which I can't get into. I'm going to have to do that.
Does Joe give us the dodgy bag?
Oh no, the rip thing was there. There we go. This is very fine. So 70 grams. It is much finer than most shop bought. Not saying you can't find it anywhere else, but it is definitely finer than the the standard shop bought stuff. There we go. So 100 grams of that. Oh, sorry, we're just seeing that Westland Garden. Nah, butternuts, if you're eating a lot of it, then no. Butternut squash really should be something you want to have on occasions. Depends on what you're aiming to do, because it's definitely higher in carbs. It's definitely going to spike your insulin a bit more, so it's definitely going to cause you to come out of ketosis for longer. Right, same thing, 1 minute, then we'll stop. Okay, so back to the first version. So this is the ground almonds version with the egg. Now this bit gets just a little bit messy for a few minutes or for a few seconds. You've just got to try and combine the egg into the dough. Now the best way of doing it is with your hands, and I'm going to do that in a second. So that's why you want the dough to be a little bit cooled. So it's still reasonably warm. Ella's trying to get a decent camera shot. It's still reasonably warm, but I can handle that. It's okay. It's okay. But I'm just squishing the egg into the dough. It'll feel a little bit random for a minute or two, and then it'll all just come together again. There you go. See, initially it doesn't feel like the egg is going to get combined, but if you just keep going and keep going, and there we go, it suddenly turns, and it's nice and clean off the bowl, and it's a nice, soft, stringy dough. All right, so we'll leave that there for a second. Go and get the other one. You what, sorry? I know. All right, no different. It's been in for 1 minute. It hasn't really changed. Give it a stir. So you're going to see that this one's definitely darker. Okay, so that's going to need to go back in for another minute. Yeah, just sorry, another 30 seconds, not minute. Okay then. So time to. So what we're doing on this one? Sorry, on the Fathead. On the
Fathead, you're making pizza and dough balls.
Right. Okay. So we're going to separate this into two mixes. Before you start to cook, how much time do you prep? I don't prep anything before we start, Jason. This is I go from scratch. Nothing has been prepped. I've got my onion, well, my shallot. I've dug out some bits from the fridge that were already open. So we've got a bit of bacon. Not and prep. Yeah, of course. This is real time.
One difference between the Fathead and the MKD is Fathead you squish out with your hands, and MKD you roll out.
Oh, okay, right. So I've never made MKD before, so which is this version. So that's now is much softer. Let's get it. So it's a bit hot. You can see it's nice and stretchy. I'll let that rest there for a minute.
Another tip: MKD you only roll out when it's hot. If it cools down, you've got to reheat it.
Oh, right. I'll do MKD first then. So I'm going to split this into two. Afternoon, Karen. So it weighs 257. So let's split that into two. There we go. Right. It is very pliable.
Yeah, when it cools down, it starts to break. So you
Right,
want to hand it
okay.
when it's hot.
Yeah. Sorry, what we're making out of this?
Calzone to start with.
Right, okay, so calzone for this one. Where's the rolling pin?
Check top drawer.
And the other half is sausage rolls, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I'm not perfect at rolling, but we've got something that's fairly thin there. It's a thin pastry, or thin crust. We're now going to fill it. So, as a calzone, I'm just using passata. I'm not using a special sauce. Just a little bit of passata in there. Don't need to use much. If you've got some sort of like Sandy's ketchup made, then great, go with that. I was just going to do this. Okay. So Louis wanted bacon and mozzarella. So I've got one of the mozzarella balls in here. Bit of bacon that we had cooked from this morning. It's nice thick cut bacon. I don't think what else can go in there for him. Oh dear.
Some pepper?
We got any pepper? Oh, there's a bit of chili. I know it sounds a bit random, but this is a 16-year-old boy that, well, he eats very random things.
I don't think it's random. Actually,
So-
this is fairly normal for him.
But this is a very normal breakfast for him, actually. Yeah.
No, I mean a normal dish.
Yeah.
You know?
All right. So there we go. You can put a little bit more in there. I would be careful as overfilling them because they can get a bit difficult to then seal. But you want to then. It does go a bit solid, doesn't it?
It does when it's cooled.
Yeah.
And obviously, when you roll it out, it cools down really, really rapidly.
Yeah.
So you've got to be quite quick.
You got to be quick with this. Right. So I'm gonna use these edges again. I'm gonna use these in the sausage rolls. I'm not wasting that bit.
So what, if this was Louis' thing tomorrow? Like
No. God, no, he can have this tonight for his dinner.
He said breakfast. That's what I'm confused.
Oh right. Oh yeah, but he'd make this for breakfast.
Oh yeah.
If this was for breakfast,
Well, he'd make these quite a lot for his packed lunch.
yeah. Right, there you go. One done. So I'm going to pop that in the Ninja Foodie grill. I know what I was talking about. Beautiful. So how long will this take, Ella?
Probably 10-15 minutes.
Excellent.
The grill.
Yeah. It's on 180. You know what, I'm going to knock that down just a little bit. Okay, so sausage rolls, because the sausages have just come out.
You might need to reheat that.
Yeah, yeah, okay, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I suppose the sausages will help it as well.
Yeah. Right, that was 12 seconds and it's sort of gone back to being stringy again. So, I'm going to roll this out. Will it roll without greaseproof on top? Yes, it will.
It's fairly greasy,
Yeah. Oh, this one is Michelle's dough, so it's the same as Fathead, but she left something out. She forgot, so she called it something new. Basically, she was copying me and then sort of realised she couldn't, so she.
Fathead is not your recipe.
No, exactly. Fathead's not my recipe. So it's Fathead without the egg. This version here. There we go. So, roll a sausage. You do want to make sure, certainly if you're using the normal sausages, you want them pre-cooked. They don't have to be fully cooked. They definitely want to be started though. Don't leave it just for the cooking with the pastry. Yeah, the chipolatas you'll be fine. You can sort of cook them from raw, but yeah, just be aware you want to at least have them partially cooked before you start.
Question from Jason.
Jason,
do you pre-plan your meals for each day or week?
No, we pre-plan. We've already planned our meals for next week. So I knew I was doing Fathead. We planned it last Sunday actually. Or Saturday or Sunday, we sat and planned our meals for next week last night. So I already know what I've got, and we've planned it based on what's already in the freezer, and more importantly, what Ella needs a picture of. So we always plan. We always have done, and I think once you get into the habit of doing it, it's hard to get out of the habit because you want to know what you're doing. Okay, there we go. So I'm sure somebody with more skill than I have around wrapping things with pastry would do a nicer job, but this works. They're going to go in the grill as well. All right. I'll just quickly wash my hands. Okay, so one thing with the MKD is that was very thin. You can really roll that out. I think the standard Fathead, you will struggle to get it as thin. And I tend to not bother rolling these. And in fact, the two dishes that I'm going to do now, I don't need to roll them at all. So first one being pizza. Oh. So obviously this weighs a little bit more because it's got an egg in it, so it's 315. $140. That'll do. 160. Difference here is you definitely need wet hands to handle it. So you don't want to be, it'll just stick to you otherwise. So just wash your hands, leave them wet. Leave them wet. Now you can handle it and it will work beautifully. And you can just use your hands to do this as a pizza. You don't need to roll it out. So this is going to push out into, I don't know, 6-7 inch pizza. Obviously the thinner you go, or the wider you go, the thinner it will be. Trick with the Fathead to make the pizza is we're going to bake it once for about 10 minutes, and this top will go nice and golden. Then we're going to take it off the paper, turn it over, and what was the bottom now becomes the top, and you're going to dress that. Only needs to go back in the oven for a few more minutes after that. Looking for the scissors. Looking for the scissors. Just had them. I've just had the scissors. Oh, stuck them in the sink for some strange reason. All right. Just going to cut this back a little bit, ready for the foodie. So foodie's got its own little pizza tray. you do still want to start it on. So that's an 8-inch pizza tray. So it's fitted it perfectly. So I've managed to push it out to an 8-inch tray. Yeah, no. There we go. All right. So that's gone on bake for 190. It's in for 15 minutes. It won't take 15 minutes. I'll be taking it out in less than 10. Do you know what I've realised I've not done all day?
Electrolytes?
Yeah. No wonder I'm feeling a little bit. I don't know where my bottle is. I've had nothing all day. All right, so I am left with one portion of Fathead dough, which I'm going to make into dough balls. Now, what do you want in these?
Leave the bacon for the pizza. Add some chorizo in, I think. That'd be a nice
Okay,
one.
okay. So, again, I picked up this chorizo from Asda. You won't find a 100% clean one. We're only using a small amount. There you go, 25 grams. So this is going to get mixed in through the dough. Just going to cut it into little pieces. Pretty much you can put whatever you want in the dough balls. You can just make them into like garlic and herb. Add whatever spices you want. So, 25 grams of diced chorizo. I'm going to add a little bit of the, just a little, because there's too much here for the pizza. Oh. These are not hot. So they're going to be quite colourful.
Yeah, they don't look good.
All right.
Especially with that sour cream dip.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, just give it a good old squish. Get everything combined. So go on then, who's having a normal Sunday dinner? Because that doesn't normally happen in this house. Or who's having what for dinner? Imagine that as one big dough ball. But we won't. We won't. We won't. Who's sad? Who's put a sad face? Why are you sad? We don't have sad faces here. We have happy pizza faces. Oh, see, Kathy's doing it. Rack of lamb. Beautiful. Actually, they're a little bit big. I'm gonna do it into thirds. You don't want them too big. There you go. That's better. So, I don't know. Sprout size. But then you get those baby sprouts, don't you?
You could do an 8-4
Steak, Sandy Slaw, nice. Hello, Esther. Thank you for joining us
from Madrid.
from Madrid. Thank you very much.
I may not be fluent in Spanish, but I understood that.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
So go on then. Oh, I should bring Louis down.
Well, I'm presuming that means hello from Madrid.
Right,
know?
okay, excellent.
One word is already, universal.
Hola.
The other's a name. It's lots of people having steak.
Should we test out Louis' GCSE Spanish? Nice, made in Scotch eggs, fabulous. Ooh, look at Kerry Pringle as well. So there's a couple of steaks going on today. Steak, lamb, beautiful. Right, so there you go. So one portion of the dough has made 8 nice little dough balls. So it's just another way of taking pizza into work with you. Okay, so let's have a look. MKD is nearly done. There's the calzone. See how? Yeah, that's what I was just gonna. However, look at the sausage rolls. Sausage rolls look amazing. I have picked out the best one. I mean, I will admit I've picked out the one that looks the nicest. Yeah.
We never show those plates.
So I'm just rolling the sausage rolls over, just so they. It's actually weird. Oh, that one's cooked. So it's direct on the plate, cooked on both sides. So let me show you the calzone. So the calzone is certainly cooked on that side. I'm going to quickly flip it so we can get it crispy on the other side. Okay. So we'll do that. That's only going to take a couple of minutes, and to be fair, I'm going to now scatter these around the edge. So wait. I'm adding the dough balls because I've got plenty of space in here for dough balls as well. So I'm going to add the dough balls in. There we go. Perfect. Loads of pizza. Right, pizza. Perfect. Hey, this is working. This is working. This is working. Right. Okay. So.
I do love how good the kitchen smells when we make Fathead.
So out of the foodie. So those silicone things are great. They're still hot, but you can see there you go. The pizza has cooked on one side. That took 8 minutes just to sort of cook on that side. I'm going to flip it over, take the paper off. I don't need the paper now.
Sorry, one thing. Some people find Fathead sticks to their paper.
It sticks.
It's usually the quality of.
It's usually the paper. Yeah, I mean it's sticking a tiny bit on here, tiny bit. If it really sticks, then unfortunately that's just the paper. Mine's just. I'm just pushing it back down where it's trying to lift off. I'm just pushing it back.
I suppose one thing I would say is make sure it says grease-proof baking paper or baking part, something on the sort. And don't go for the textured one. You know the proper.
Oh, the rib stuff. Oh, it's horrible. Right. Okay. So that's now become the top. So we've got the nice sort of crunchy base underneath. A little bit of sauce. No, I did have a knife.
I just realised they've had pig in 3 different forms in the Fathead.
Yeah, okay. So we're having a pork day today. It's amazing how far one rasher of bacon will go.
Put some herbs on it as well.
I shall sprinkle some herbs on. Oh. Go away. I'm going to, Emma. Don't you worry. I'll be catching up on my electrolytes. I will not be missing out. Especially after this morning's bloody sessions. Right. That and that. Sprinkling of herbs. Now,
seeing a pizza dressed normally and not like Louis does.
Yeah.
With, like,
Now we haven't got any more grated cheese. So do you want me to put anything on top, or can we bake it like that?
I think that looks fine.
Yeah. Okay.
They're decent slabs of
They
mozzarella.
are. They're decent slabs of mozzarella. So that's it. There you go. I mean, dress your pizza. Dress the pizza. Do you want a little bit of onion on there? Okay. Dress the pizza however you like it. That's entirely up to you. You tend to put more fats and proteins on top of a pizza. Don't overdo it with the. No, in fact, don't overdo it. Don't do pineapple. Don't do it.
It's so good though. How are you?
Don't do it.
So I'm pro pineapple.
No.
You're against pineapple. What's Louis? Louis likes it, doesn't he?
No, I'm pretty sure he's got sense.
Have you seen the combinations he's come up with?
Well, true, but he's still got more sense than putting pineapple on a pizza.
But it's so good. You don't need a lot.
Right, there you go. Little bit of shallot on there as well. There you go. Right, 10 more minutes, and then pizza's done. Yes. See, Esther says no pizza, pineapple on pizza, and she's right. Right, I'll stick that in. Let's say 8 minutes. That'll be done. Let's have a look at this. That is beautiful. So I'm going to get a plate. You know what? I'm going to quick tidy up, and then I can show you pretty much what we've got. There you go. See, there's plenty of people agreeing with me. No to pineapple. No to pineapple. Okay. Chat amongst yourselves for a minute while I'm tidying up. Right, so we've got a little sour cream and chive dip to go with our dough balls. And then do that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. All right. Calzone and sausage rolls. The dough balls are looking amazing. Just going to get rid of the paper so I can spread them out a little bit. Okay. Give them another. Can I move my mug? That one. Why do you want me to move it, Joe? I'll put it there. It's my ninja cup. A brew is mandatory. This is right. So I drank it without saying what and who. Earl Grey breakfast tea from Imperial Tea. The best Earl Grey I've ever tasted. Not sponsored, not paid for. I just enjoy his tea. There you go. I've moved it out of the way. Right. Okay. So sausage rolls, calzone. I'm not going to cut the calzone open, but I'll certainly slice one of these sausage rolls to sort of show the thickness of the. Beautiful. There you go. Perfect little sausage rolls. Yeah, same in the oven, exactly the same. If the food is, I'm just using them on bake function, or both grills. Right, sorry, I'll start again. Both Ninjas grill foodie, I'm just using them on bake function. So standard oven will work perfectly. Hot. We're good. Hello, Paula. Welcome to the channel.
You hear the crunch of the paper.
Yeah, well, yeah, crunch. It's certainly firmer than Fathead. Fathead's a little bit softer in the pastry. So if you want to get it crispy, you've got to sort of almost overcook it, sort of really sort of, let it go properly golden. Whereas this is a little bit firmer. And they are great cold. Right, there you go. So that's the first one done. I'm just turning the dough balls over because they're almost done as well. Obviously, dinky little things. Email us at team@ketofitnessclub.com. Email us there, and then it'll get passed to whoever wants to, whichever department it is.
Sue or Chris.
Yeah, or me. So it'll get passed to us. Pizza's nearly ready as well. In fact, yeah, it says 1 minute 40. I will let that. Apologies, it's not really easy to pour this in a slide file. Sort of agree and disagree with the. It's not very easy. I think it's just most of it is just getting.
It's certainly harder to make the right, because it feels like you're walking the minefield sometimes when you go shopping.
Yeah, I suppose the difficulty is understanding what to pick up, not the food in itself. When you get the right things at home, that's easy.
I think you found it easier because you were used to looking at labels anyway.
Well, Chris has just said, I deal with emails now. What the hell? Just that it might get passed on to you, Chris. Yeah, do you know what? It's only difficult if you're trying to sort of find replacements for everything that you would have normally previously eaten. So it's like having a bit of a clean slate and going, right, okay, I will start again. So I don't eat cereal anymore. Rather than trying to find a keto cereal, because there isn't any, I'm going to change what I normally have for breakfast.
I need to find the Hunger Games book 2. I found 1 and 3 here. There's book 2 somewhere.
What was that, sorry?
The Hunger Games books.
Probably in there somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, 1 and 3 are here.
Right. Look at that. So there's your dough balls. So you can see, all right, the difference in colour is mostly down to the linseed. There we go. So the darker of the pastries, don't forget, the only difference otherwise is this one contains egg, and the linseed and the MKD doesn't.
That's great.
So nice thin crust pizza. You can see it's not really shrank much. There's a little bit, but not much. It's still soft as well. If you wanted to sort of carry on that, and get it a little bit crispier, then do so. I'm going to pop it on the board so I can slice it. Oh, come off, you monkey. There you go. There we go. There we go. So, Fathead pizza with Fathead dough balls. So the Fathead is grated mozzarella. This one is ground almonds. You can swap for milled linseed and cream cheese mixed together, and then has an egg added to it. And then this one using the MKD, and it is difficult to not say MKD dough, but it is Michelle's keto dough. So you don't say MKD dough. MKD dough. This one is grated mozzarella. Obviously, we use creme fraiche today. So fork. There you go.
Wow.
Grated mozzarella. 30 grams of creme fraiche. We use golden linseed in this one, and no egg. This one is definitely a tougher. So it's a firmer pastry.
Firmer but thinner.
You can get it thinner. You can roll it out thinner. You won't roll Fathead out as thin as this. So entirely up to you. I say the predominant difference in the color is because of the golden linseed in this one and ground almonds in this one. Dead easy to do. So many other things that you can do. You can use them as pie casings as well. I'm trying to think what else we've used these doughs for. Breadsticks, yeah. There's all sorts of things that you can use this for. Such a simple recipe, 4 ingredients to put together, and that's it. You've got the makings of, lots of snacks. If you're looking at doing a bit of meal prep, make a couple of batches of one of these doughs and just do a little bit of experimenting. That's it. We're done. We're ready to eat. 5 o'clock. Look at that. We've got pizza for Sunday lunch. Right, folks. We will see you sometime, somewhere on here. Any idea what time, when?
Tuesday, 4 p.m.
Tuesday, 4 p.m. Yes, Joe, it does make cheese straws. Yes.
Michelle's made pasties out of the MKD as well.
Right, okay, and pasties. So pretty much anything that I think the better one for the cheese straws is Fathead. I would say. Yeah. Fathead. Right. Have fun. See you all soon. Bye.